Well, here we are, just, you know, chilling by the fire in the middle of the desert, awaiting our next run, where we'll go back in time again and have to do it all over again. And apparently doing handstands here. Everybody, this is the Rogue Prince of Persia. This just, like, literally just came out on early access on Steam. And for those of you who don't know, this is the new run-based or roguelike, whatever style game that features the Prince of Persia. And I gotta say, before we get started here, pretty interesting that, like, we've had an absolute drought of Prince of Persia games for years. And just all of a sudden, you know, this past year, you know, we've earlier this year, right, that we got, like, a new Prince of Persia Metroidvania, and now we're getting a roguelike or run-based game. Like, just kind of crazy to me that, like, these games just came out of nowhere, right? Obviously, it didn't come out of nowhere, but it came out of nowhere for the consumer, I should say. You know, teams are hard at work. This comes from Evil Empire, the team who did Dead Cells. So, for those of you, like, spoiler alert, if you have played Dead Cells, and you like Dead Cells, you're probably going to love this game. This literally feels like they took the Dead Cells formula and applied, you know, the Prince of Persia theme to it, you know? So here we are in the base camp. This is where you start. It's actually pretty quaint, pretty nice. And this is the prince, whom you may notice has, like, kind of a weird animation style. I gotta say, with the look and animation of this game, I'm still kind of getting used to it. It's really odd because there are portions of this game that look gorgeous. Like, you know, you look at this campsite here with the effects and the trees and just the overall atmosphere, and it looks beautiful. But once you get into the first part of the game, you start fighting enemies, you look at the animation and stuff, there's something just kind of off about it, and we'll get into that in just a second here. So at this camp here, you have the smithy dude that you could talk to. You can upgrade weapons and look at your arsenal. You know, like, for example, we can get, like, a grappling hook or a broadsword or something to use, right? We do not have enough of the purple stuff. I forget what it's called. But you need the purple stuff to upgrade, and you collect that on your runs. I have done, what, 3 runs? I've done 2 pretty decent runs where I've gotten to the first boss. First boss is pretty tough. Can't beat him yet. And I had 1 run where I just kind of died instantly, and it did not go well. But the prince comes with all of his normal moves. You know, he can do the wall run. So, you know, like so. He can climb everything. You know, basic Prince of Persia stuff. For those of you who haven't played Prince of Persia, I mean, this is what he does. Here, we're going to jump into the first level here, get things going. And please, again, keep in mind, this is early access, so things are going to be a little janky, a little weird, and I'm sure they'll have, Evil Empire will have plenty of time to, like, upgrade, or update things and make upgrades here or there. Oh, these are your fast travel points, by the way. You grab these, and you can zoom around the level, which is pretty fun. Alright, so here's some fighting here. Oop, you can dodge. You can kick. Oh, you want to make sure you dodge, though, to get away from guys. You cannot kick those guys, because they have some armor going. And sometimes it's best just to jump back and use the old trusty bow and arrow. Whenever enemies die, you're going to collect gold, and that gold can be used to... Oh, get away from that grenade! That gold can be used to buy things along the run here. I don't believe you take it with you, so spend away. We're going to do a wall run here, grab some more gold, and up we go. So yeah, look at this. Prince of Persia stuff, jumping from pole to pole. So the Prince of Persia theme, you know, it works really well in the Dead Cells formula. It really does. I mean, it doesn't feel like the old school Prince of Persia 2D games, where, you know, animation and controls feel a little stiff here or there. This feels pretty fluent. Oh, I hate these guys. I'm still trying to figure out how to best deal with them. There we go. Those guys will take swipes at you the closer you get to them. But yeah, the actual 2D platforming in this is a lot of fun. It feels good. What throws me off is just like the animation of the run. I don't know what it is about the Prince's run. It just looks strange. Okay, so in these golden doors, you're going to get like little puzzles to do, or you're going to find items that you can equip. So we've got bloody spoils. So when an enemy is killed, we'll get 5 gold. So let's pick that up, and you can equip every run 4 different medallions. And we've got inflict 50% more damage against enemies with shields. So that's actually pretty nice. Every time you break a shield, you'll restore energy points, which you use to shoot your bow and arrow, which is very helpful. So we will equip that one there. Boom. We'll head back out. So far, for an early access game, the game plays pretty well. I don't have too many complaints yet. I will say that typically... See, that guy hit me as soon as I jumped down. But we're going to do a slam. Ugh! These armadillo dudes can really do some damage if you let them. We'll shoot that guy. We should get some gold here in a second. Yeah, there it is. But yeah, there's a few parts of the game... okay, that is an upgrade. We're going to grab that axe. It swings a little more slowly, but it's more powerful. As you play the game, you notice there's a few things that are janky. I think that the combat needs a little bit of help here or there. Okay, there's a chakram. Toxic shock. I'm not going to get the medallion because those seem to come up all the time. I don't want to waste my gold on something like that. Yeah, I'm going to pass on all these. But yeah, some of the fighting at times feels a bit janky. And sometimes some of the platforming, I wouldn't say that it doesn't feel right. It's more like understanding what to do in each situation. Like sometimes you're going to have posts coming out and you might hit the spikes instead of the post, but it's because you were supposed to do this type of jump instead of a wall run jump, right? So every time so far has felt more like a user error situation than a game problem. But the fighting itself, while it feels fine, there are definitely times where like it's felt janky. Especially when you're like kicking an enemy, it runs into the other one. It's hard to read kind of what's going on sometimes. Even in this first level, where I feel like the first level in these style, these run-based games, the first level should be more of a gimme, like a quick run through to get a couple quick upgrades and then up to the next level. But this level so far has actually been pretty challenging, which I was surprised to see. Sometimes you're going to run into townfolk, and they're going to give you some story background. My prince, what? Azada, everything good on your end? Yes, indeed. I am not letting those damn Huns keep me up at night, that's for sure. So that's the thing, is that the Huns are invading, and every time the prince dies, he rewinds time. And it doesn't go all the way back to before the Huns invaded, which he keeps mentioning. He's like, it'd be a lot easier if that happened, but unfortunately that's not the case. So, yeah, he is basically like trying to get to the point where he can save his village from the Huns who are invading. Oh, and I'm out of energy there. Oh yeah, one of the other things I want to mention too with the fighting is those bomb guys that you might have just saw that guy throw a bomb. He could throw those through platforms and stuff, even though you can't go through platforms. I don't feel like that's something they got to fix. I think if he throws a bomb and it hits the the side of the wall, it should just kind of stop there. So yeah, that's basically the story in a nutshell. He's trying to stop the Huns from invading, and you go on this quest to try to stop them. The first enemy you fight, I forget his name, but he's some kind of like demon-looking dude. You fight him. He's obviously helping the Huns for whatever reason. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. As far as that's concerned, anyway. You also have the option, of... Here, go back. Where is the... There we go, map. You have the option of kind of surfing around the map, and you can see there's a lot of places that you could explore. I'm going through this because I want to show as much as I can during the video here, but it's smart to explore as much as you can because that's where you're going to find the goodies. But of course, it's a, it's a gamble because the more you explore, the more enemies you're probably going to run into and have an issue with. These are upgrades across the board. Daggers or sword. Let's go with the daggers. They don't have as much reach, but they do more damage, so I'm good with that. But yeah, anyway, I guess to kind of like get into it, as far as my feelings are for this game, because I feel like I'm talking more about the game and not about how I feel about it. By the way, here's one of those gold door puzzle rooms here, so we'll see what we can do here. Oh, that's not good. See, they're pretty good about marking off where you're allowed to wall run as well. So I kind of messed that up. There we go. But yeah, for a I would say for an early access game. Ooh, we don't want to hit those spikes. I'm actually having a good time with this. This is, like I said, as an early access game, you know. Oh, geez. How? Okay, I got a wall run there. See, this is where I was talking about with the platforming. All right, so we jump there. We jump, wall run, jump again. Okay. We don't get to wall run there, though. Whew. Oh, geez. I am just getting smashed here. Okay, how am I supposed to... Okay, how am I supposed to handle this one? We're going to use our little ability, our healing ability there. Okay, see, this section sucks. Okay, I'm totally gonna die here. That's for sure. There we go. Wow. Why was I not hitting that one? I feel like that's the first time I've had, like, real trouble with any of the platforming in this game. Actually, we don't even need that wall there. We just need to... There we go. Alright, so what the hell am I supposed to do here? What am I supposed to do here? If I jump, I'm not going to really reach anything. Can I reach that and then wall run? Okay, dash. Nope. Okay. Because you could jump, you could do like a jump dash. But I don't feel like it's like close enough. Oh, wow. I cannot believe I made that. See, it's very tricky, the platforming in this. While it feels good at times, there's other times where it's like, I almost feel like I'm button mashing to kind of get myself to a spot. Like that spot was right there is like, you got to be precise, but you're like, you jump, hit the spikes, and I'm like, oh, okay, can I get up here with a wall run? It's like, yeah. But it's not smooth. And I don't know if that's me or the game or what. Oh, okay, we made it. I don't know how we made it, but we did. Again, not smooth. All right, so this is going to give us 100 extra health points, which is great. We're going to get a few more of those glimmer things. That's what they are. Glimmer. The purple stuff. You know, glimmer. We got a flaming shield breaker. So that's something we can apparently create now because we have the blueprints. Even the blueprint system from Dead Cells is in this, which is crazy. I didn't actually read that one. Okay, so we have shield breaker, and then we have flaming shield breaker. Oh, I guess I should have just taken that one over, huh? Ephemeral weapon is one that you haven't unlocked at the forge yet. Okay, we will keep that in mind. Well, I guess until we get another... Oop. Okay, I don't need you to wall run right now. I just need you to slide down. Because if you go to wall run and you hold this, he'll slide down against the wall. But he, whoa, wasn't quite doing it. All right, off we go. That was the most challenging 2D platforming I've done in this game. As I said, this is the first level. So it's kind of crazy that... you know, something so challenging is like in the first area. I don't know, maybe that's what they're kind of going for. I'm not sure. Take that guy out from afar. Take that guy out. I'm going to skip those dudes. Is this an upgrade? It is. Wow, it's a much nicer bow. Okay. And now we get to throw our glimmers into the oasis here, and those will pretty much promise that we get them to use later for upgrades. So any glimmers you collect, you don't necessarily get to keep, unless you actually go out of your way to get them to the oasis. So that was one piece of it I forgot to mention. I am going to die here. See, right there. I was just... Some of the janky fighting I was just talking about, I was just hitting that guy like a whole bunch, and I was just like not hitting him for whatever reason. I don't know. So I feel like the combat needs like a little bit of work. Ugh, I'm just gonna run for it here. What do we get? Another chakram I don't want. I think I'll change back to the axe, considering it's got the same DPS now. Alright, we made it to the next level. Good. The Ruined Aqueduct. So yes, I like it with the caveats that there's things to fix, and that is to be expected. You know, I'm not going to be hard on the game right now because it's an early access. Like, it comes with the territory. If the game is not, you know, in perfect shape when they release into early access, that's what happens, man. Oh, man. Dude's totally coming after me. One thing I really do like in this game, even though it might get a little repetitive, is the music. I think if they add a few more musical cues... Okay, I did not mean to do that. If they add a few more musical cues to the game, I think we'll be in business here. But the actual music that's already been composed in the game, I really dig it. It's like... Obviously, instruments that are, I'm assuming, native to Persia, or at least sound that way. I don't know, but either way, they mix them with like kind of a drum and bass feel. Reminds me a lot of what the team did with the original, well, not the original, obviously, the original 3D Prince of Persia, I should say, Sands of Time. Remember, they would take it and kind of add this flair to the music when you'd be in combat, which was really cool. I am looking in this area like, where am I supposed to go up there? But I don't see like an obvious way here. Huh. I don't see anything to grab or anything. So I guess we'll just keep going this way. And this thing wants us to sacrifice health points to get upgrades, so let's see what happens. So we can spread resin, and now this is where you have to decide if you want to get rid of a medallion or not, right? Yeah, let's go ahead. We got a lot of break and shield stuff, so let's get rid of that one. Get something for killing enemies. If I get hit again, we're going to have to use our healing ability for sure. And what do we got here? More resin. This is for every vault you perform. You spread resin. What is a vault? I don't know what that is. Give me a moment. All right. Sorry about that. Had a wicked cough just out of nowhere. Stuck in my throat. Okay, we got these. Okay, we're gonna have to use our... Gotta heal. Take these guys out. Oh yeah, I hate that though. Like, man, when you are in the middle of something and you have to cough. Okay. Broke a shield. Okay, and then we'll go this way. And all things considered with this game too, with the few things I mentioned, the jankiness, that kind of thing, difficulty, every hit taken, I don't know, I am not very good at this game. I'll just say that right off the bat. Like, oh jeez. I felt much more at home in Dead Cells, I would say. This game is much more challenging already. And that may be on purpose, right? But part of the issue is, like, I feel like I get hit pretty quickly or pretty often. Maybe I'm just not careful enough. Maybe I just need to learn the game and get better. I am definitely getting that health. But at the end of the day, though, like, when you get hit hard every time. And sometimes I find, like, I'll get hit twice in a fight, and I'm already down to, like, less than half my health, and I'm just like, what the hell happened, right? How much gold we got? We got gold for days. So we can purchase that. Purchase that. When finding a new Well of Dreams, I don't even know how often one finds a Well of Dreams. I don't know if that's actually useful or not. That's the problem. Okay, let's interact. So this, we can now fast travel back up to where we were. Fun animation where he jumps in. We're back on track here. Oh. Oh, I didn't dodge. I was just going to say, one move I have not been using enough, and I should probably be using more, is the kick. Like that, because you can kick enemies into each other. And that might be why I'm probably not doing all that great. I'm probably not taking advantage of the moves like I should be. You know how it is with the run-based style games. It's just like, the more you play it, the better you get, the more you're going to understand the world. I'm at 41 glimmers. If I keep doing well here, or maybe next run I'll be able to actually unlock something for 50 glimmers. That would be sweet. I'll pick up those 5 there. There's another 5. So it's an interesting system with the glimmers, how they have the number on deck, and then you have the number that you could, or that you'll be able to use next time you're actually at camp and able to make something. Oh, this is why we got to explore. Okay, that was not good. Ooh. Oh, not good. I am really eating it here. Ugh. Okay, wow. Now, you could see that one was challenging, right? But they had a clear path for you to take through the whole thing, which I thought was really cool. However, oh, we got some more health. That's nice. However, you know, with that other one we were playing, I felt like there was just, like, way too many spikes or something. Like I said, maybe I just got to play more. I don't know. But it felt like a lot. Let's hit this switch here. Why are you not hitting it? There you go. It's very finicky about the up. When you're going through a door or hitting a switch, you got to hit up exactly right. So it's a bit picky about how you actually hit that. Oh, come on. I dodged that. Oh, nope. That's Steph. Okay. Well, crap. I thought we were going to be able to get to the boss here so I can show off the boss, but I don't know. To me, you can see right there, like, I mean, it's easier watching it than playing it, right? But this is a tough game. To me, it's pretty challenging. Part of it might also be that, you know, I'm recording this a bit late. Maybe that's why my reaction time is not great right now, maybe. But there we go. We're back in time. We can talk to this smith here. It's like, hey, you're finally up. Sorry, I don't have time. You don't have time. Looks like someone got up on the wrong side of the bed. It's just that. Don't make so much noise, kids. Someone showed up while you were recovering. Oh, we got a visitor, I guess, huh? Well, we'll go talk to him. Who is this? Hey, you. What are you doing here? Cross mountains and forests to reach you, leaving my homeland far behind. This is not possible. I've never even seen you. There's no way you could be here now. I mean, don't worry, Prince. Just let me rest a while, and I'll be ready to answer all of your questions. If I leave, will you still be here with all your memories? Of course, and I will even have a surprise for you. Okay. The only person who isn't affected by this time loop. Very, very interesting. Okay, so we are at 41. Oh, we can actually get the broadsword. Or should we get the saw blade? Let's craft the broadsword. We're going to forge it. Boom. Head back. There we go. We have forged a weapon. Great. Happy about that. So now you can see that is in our arsenal, which is great. So that should now pop up during runs. Yeah, and that is the Rogue Prince of Persia. Like I said, sorry we didn't get to the first boss there, but you know how these runs go. And this is just meant to be sort of like a my thoughts video. My thoughts are, I like it. It definitely needs a bit of tuning up, but considering it's Evil Empire, I mean, the way they supported Dead Cells, I'm not worried that this game, or I'm not worried about this game at all, I should say. Like, it is going to get the attention it deserves, I assume, and it's probably going to have lots of upcoming, you know, DLC packs in the future, much in the future, once the game is obviously released. But that's how Dead Cells was. It's unfortunate that they're not supporting Dead Cells anymore, because I really like Dead Cells. I felt like that game felt great, had a awesome feel to it, great atmosphere. Everything about it just, like, it hit the run-based genre in a way that I feel like a lot of games don't. You know, it's just of that indie darling and high quality caliber that you just don't get from there's so many roguelike run-based games out there now. It's like, what do you play? Which ones are good? And there's, like, you know, there's a tier list for sure. There's a top 5 or a top 10, and I feel like Dead Cells is definitely up there for sure. So we'll see if the Rogue Prince of Persia reaches that or not. You know, the few things I mentioned, like some of the animation stuff's a bit weird. Combat still feels a bit janky at times. Some of the platforming is a bit odd. For the most part, I feel like it's mostly me. You know, I'm not experienced enough in the game to really know what I should be doing in certain parts. But you saw that one spike room, so I don't know. That room was pretty tough. But yeah, overall, like, for an early access game, this feels really good. And you know, I'm really looking forward to seeing where this goes. So I might return to this, you know, when it actually releases, or even gets like a huge content update or something like that in the future, and kind of see where we're at. But for now, that is the Rogue Prince of Persia. I recommend checking it out if you are a fan of you know, run-based games or Prince of Persia, because I think you might find something you like about this for sure in that world. But there you go, everybody. I'll see you all in the next one.